Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this beautiful money making Wednesday. Here at the PickDawgz Morning Show. You know the drill, man. We live 365. Just to let you guys know our thoughts, opinions, and how we see the day's action playing out. College hoops. So we got, man, it's college hoops. My baby will be back tomorrow, the NBA. But college hoops has been treating me well, man. It's been treating me well. Looking to keep it rolling into today. I got two great guys to help me break down today's card, man. Brad wins bets back again. What's happening, Brad? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good here on a Wednesday. Rare, but happy to be here. Only had one play yesterday. It was Virginia Tech. They almost won that damn one outright. So it's back to back. Pick of the day hits. Feeling good after a tough weekend. We're starting to heat back up. So another decent slate for some college basketball. Calm before the storm. Before the NBA comes back. Ready to talk it over with you guys.
Let's cook it up. Let's break it down. I know this man is hot off a good day yesterday. Tony T, what's happening? How you doing?
Yeah, feeling good. Yeah, the best bet. Michigan came in. Ohio State came in. Miami. That wasn't a trap spot. Mass is not any good. That's really what it came down to. So yeah, feeling great about it. Like Brad's hat there, cactus leg. And once you got some sun there, Brad.
No, honestly, no. I think it's just my camera or the light I'm using kind of makes me look red. I'm pale as hell, honestly. I'm ready for the summer. I'm trying to get a nice little tan. I'm trying to
thought you might have got some cactus sun out in Arizona.
Nah, unfortunately not.
Man, that's what's up, man. I'm coming off a winning day as well. I went 2-1 yesterday. I should have stuck with the two. I had two plays, and I added the last one. I was debating if I was going to add it. I ended up adding it. It was Purdue. No.
Oh, you added it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I ended up adding it, man. Michigan is that damn good. And B, Purdue, just when you start to believe in them again, they lay another egg. Like Michigan got on their ass early. They tried to make it a little interesting in the end, but every time they would try, Michigan kind of would just hold them off. So,
yeah, well, at least they didn't lose by 30 like UCLA did. This ass UCLA team.
Right. I did cash my best bet though yesterday, which is now 4 in a row. I had NC State, good spot for them. North Carolina, overrated and overvalued. And then they were desperately missing their guard. NC State, great bounce back spot for them yesterday at home. I knew Coach Wade was going to be pissed, off those 2 L's. They should have won the game before that. So against your rival at home, just felt like a good spot. So
yeah,
easy.
I don't know if you stayed up late. See the Lopes.
Yeah,
get it done straight up against San Diego State in San Diego State in that arena there. Impressive win by the Lopes late night if you stayed up to see it.
Yep. So, thought it was a good night, man. I thought it was overall a good night. I also had New Mexico against Air Force. Oh shit.
That was easy.
That was too easy.
I don't know why I didn't put that in. Like
it was too easy. Just bounce backs for New Mexico at home. Air Force is shit. I'm telling y'all, I've been telling y'all a lot. I would take Mississippi Valley State money line.
Honestly.
Yeah. Arizona State outright money line over Tech last night. I on my pop-up pod yesterday took Arizona State ATS. I thought no way did I think they were gonna win the game outright though. They ended up beating Tech outright. That was kind of surprising to me.
Yep.
Yeah, I lost a flat spot. After that big win against Arizona, the old letdown.
Yep.
I lost another hat bet to Brian, bro.
Brian is a beast in them hat bets, man. We gotta watch.
I'm gonna catch him one of these days, but now I'm trigger shy now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what game was it? Nebraska?
Yeah. It was a bad pick, but
Cornhuskers.
Yeah, it's back-to-back hat bets lost on the Huskers. They had to put it to rest.
The damn Huskers, man. What else happened yesterday? Was there anything else just crazy interesting?
I don't know. I mean, that Michigan State UCLA was interesting at the end. Of course, if you saw it, I don't think this peacock is helping college basketball. These streaming networks don't show up on your playlists, right? Or in your channel guide, so you don't know these games are being played. And college basketball got to rethink their strategies going on streaming because they need more. They need the eyeballs, and these streaming networks do not show up on channel guides. People are not going to watch it. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah. For someone like me though, I don't have cable. I have Peacock though, and I hop on there, and there's always good games. So for someone like me, it's nice, but for the general public, I could see how it could hurt the brand.
Yeah. Because the Prime games and those Prime and the Peacocks, like I said, you're used to channel guys to find games, and they're not showing up, guys.
Couple games I was mad I didn't put in yesterday: Arizona State, Minnesota. Oregon is so fucking garbage. I mean,
oh my god, how bad was that game? Oh,
Oregon's so ass, bro.
Man. I made a video on that game. I took Oregon. Horrific.
K-State.
I couldn't blame you. I mean, I was leaning that way because Minnesota on the road is just
for sure.
And Oregon coming off a win, a team like that, with the head coach, you think with that head coach, he usually gets the team right by the tournament, right? That's usually been the cue there with that coach over there at Oregon. But this group, no. Yeah,
that was just my Oregon laying points in back-to-back games. He was asking for. You got the first one. So back-to-back games doing it, I thought you was living on edge. So they got beat. Wisconsin got beat up yesterday by Ohio State.
Georgia picked up a nice little road win in Rupp.
Yep, they did. They sure did. Texas barely survived against LSU. Zips blew out Western Michigan. SMU money line.
Yeah, the Schmoot got it done, man.
They did.
And what is bad with Baylor, man? Oh my God.
Yeah. Oof. So that was yesterday, though, y'all. I mean, NBA come back tomorrow. I'm ready for that. It's a solid card. I've already been kind of looking at it. Can't wait to get back into the NBA. But
what are they going to do with this tanking? It made a lot of headlines here with the tanking.
Yeah. It's always headlines being made during this time because there just ain't no games. So people are just looking for things to talk about.
Yeah.
It's a problem, but I mean, I don't know. The best route, I thought Mark Cuban broke it down on Twitter pretty well yesterday. If y'all didn't see what he said, he basically said, tanking's been a thing for forever, and it's really everybody thinks it's bad for the league. He made a pretty good argument why it's okay for the league, So the best way
he used to do it because he used to do it. That's why.
Yeah, the best way to get better is to tank, And the best thing for a team is what he was saying is hope. So when you tank, there's hope that you get a good draft pick that your team could improve. And that's all a fan base wants in the end anyway, because only one team can win the championship. So you can't be naive to think you're going to win the championship every year. So the hope is that your team gets good enough on a year-to-year basis to finally win a championship. Basically, he was saying it's an entertainment business. They're in the entertainment business. And,
So we're in there with wrestling now. So.
Yeah, basically.
You're there.
We already kind of knew. So, you know what I mean?
It's just we're predetermining the games before they start.
Yeah, but everybody else wants to shorten the season, and I don't want to do that either. I like my Tuesday night NBA games. I do. I think all the people that want to shorten the season don't like NBA basketball anyway. So stop trying to fix something you don't like. Just don't watch. That's my argument to everybody want to shorten the season. So I don't think that's really the answer. I just think the
players have to take less money. They're going to have to take, and you're going to have to pay the networks. They're going to have to take away the TV money.
Yeah, so that's a dumb argument. Now that's out the window. NBA not doing that. And then it's going to mess up all the historic record books and things like that. Everything can't be weighted the same. There's just no incentive really to do that, to try to fix something that'll probably happen anyway in a shortened season.
I think to help the injuries, we got to go back to that 10-second backcourt rule. I think the 8-second backcourt rule has sped up the game too much to the point where the guards are getting the ball. They got it past half court, and what it's done is really created a fast pace. I know it's boring when sometimes guys walk the ball up the half court line, but I think it's necessary for recovery. I think they need to go back to that 10-second backcourt rule. I'm old enough to see it. I don't know how much basketball you've seen when they had that. I think it came in 2001 when they had the 10-second rule. And they were trying to speed up the game and increase scoring. That's why they created the 8-second rule. And I know as a kid watching NBA, you would see guards walk the ball up the half court. Some of the players would motion, hey, I need a break. I need a blow. Okay, so the guard would just walk the ball up half court. I think they need to go back to that 10-second half court rule.
No, that's fair. That's a good argument. I think this is what I think will happen. I think they go to 32 teams here soon. They add Vegas. They add Seattle. When they do that, one team from the West moves over to the East, which is likely Minnesota. And then that gives you a chance to split it up like the NFL and go divisions and make the division games matter, make some of the regular season games more meaningful. I think is the path forward. That's my idea, and I kind of think that's what's going to happen, but we'll see. It's still a couple of years down the line. So it's fun to talk about. I could talk NBA expansion and tanking. And
this is the time to talk about it. This is the time. There's plenty to talk about when you just have college basketball up there.
Tony, I got a question for you. What was your favorite generation of the NBA?
I'd have to say the 80s.
80s? Okay.
80s, because the game's more competitive and it wasn't so watered down. See, Kevin McHale made a comment when he left coaching. He says the NBA's become watered down because he lived through the 80s. Well, I think what happens is expansion is kind of watered down the product where, Lakers would go 8 deep, Celtics would go 8 to 9 deep. I mean, a lot of those players could start on any other team, but what happens is if you expanded these rosters, expanded these teams, and it's kind of watered down the product. Yeah, I think that's what I lived through watching the NBA in the 80s there. Also, too, I think a radical change of tanking, give the number one team the number one draft, give the last place team the last pick of the draft, but give the lottery teams, non-playoff teams, salary cap relief where they can sign one-year contracts to players. Kind of do the Dodgers thing, which is overpay guys for one-year contracts to try to balance it out a little bit. That's how I would do it.
Yeah, I wish I could have watched some 80s ball.
80s ball is overrated. The best ball being played was like
2016.
Yeah. Like that. The 2010s. I swear. That's that, man.
Kobe. Yeah.
Kobe into LeBron into Curry. That right there for me. I don't know if it'll ever be topped.
KD on the Thunder.
Yeah. Oof. Dirk was still balling. Ooh.
Paul Gasol and company. Yeah, that was a good era there. But again, the injuries started to catch up with the fast-paced teams. And of course, these younger players now playing now. Again, with the watering of the product, you're seeing younger guys inserted into the starting lineup. You didn't see that back in the day. They played limited minutes, the young guys. You had a lot of guys in their mid-30s to late 30s still playing because of that 10-second rule. They could recover. And you had games in the 100s. You see a lot of 99, 97. You see some teams that were really bad when you'd see some playoff games where there were games in the 60s. I mean, there were some ugly games, and I think that's why they sped it up. But they sped it up, and of course, what we see now are just more injuries. But again, I understand why they did it because there were some really ugly games back in those days. The 90s, especially in those late 90s. Ooh, some of those playoff games, you wouldn't even crack 100 points in some of those games.
I think y'all romanticize that shit. This is the thing. You can still go back right now and watch some of those games. And I promise y'all don't want that. I promise you. Go back and watch some of those games today. I promise y'all. If you got the time, just go back and watch. Michael Jordan, 1990. I've done it. 1998 Bulls playoff game. And you sitting there, you're like, man, this shit kind of boring.
It is. Yep. And that's why they made the 8-second rule. And that's what I'm saying. This product is more entertaining. I give you 100% it is, but it's causing more injuries.
Fair
that's
enough.
That's what's happening.
That I agree with. That is a really good argument. You didn't see the Achilles and hamstrings.
Load management.
The way you see it now. So it's a good argument.
Shaq used to do it all the time. He would tell the guys he would motion to the guard, slow it down. You would see the guys would put their hands up like this, slow it down. Hey, I need a blow. You can't do that anymore.
You don't really see them come down and run sets anymore. Like they still doing in college basketball. You see teams slow it down, come down, run an actual play. NBA, they're not doing that.
No,
all they play is even pacing. You know what I mean. So it's like they might run the high screen at the top, with 2-guard action, but like even that's sped up. It's quick, hurry up, get out, screen.
Yeah, about slowing the game up, it allowed the defense to set. Right. That's why those plays were more important then, because the defense, when you slow the ball up the court, the defense was able to set up.
But that's why I like playoff NBA basketball, because you start to see that a little more, because you can't just run and gun every play when you're playing this team again tomorrow, or you're not tomorrow, but in 2 days. You know what I mean? You got to kind of scheme it up a little more. So that's why I really, really, really love playoff NBA basketball. And I say all the time, playoff and regular season basketball are 2 totally different things.
So different. Lillian, don't forget, we used to have the 4 games in 5 nights back in the day too. And they survived that, right? Because of the slow tempo. Those games were brutal.
Ooh, I would have been fading the hell out of them teams.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah. 4 games in 5
nights. You had a lot of that back in the day, man. Because the game, the schedule was shortened. We didn't have, it was a shortened league back then. They got the game, but those were some of the days. But again, I've seen both eras, but I will agree, this is more entertaining right now, no doubt. It was more boring back in the day, definitely.
Fair, but that's why the stars stood out back then, because I see why people feel low in that style of play. I had somebody like Michael Jordan doing what he was doing, of course, is why he's looked at as the GOAT by many. And he's number 2 in my book. People be trying to act like I be trashing Jordan. I don't. He's number 2 in my book. It's just LeGoat, man. LeBron.
I would say if you go, of course, the entire body of work, LeBron. But peak Jordan, number 1. Peak Kobe, number 2. Peak LeBron, number 3 for me.
That's fair. That is fair. I won't argue it. Yep. LeBron final season likely, or will he go back to Cleveland next year?
Yeah, he'll go back.
You think final season this year?
Huh?
Do you think final season this year, or his next one will be his final?
I don't know. I kind of think part of me thinks this may be the last one, but part of me thinks he goes to Cleveland next year, ends it in Cleveland.
I feel like LeBron is the type of
guy. The more
guy
I'm starting to look at it, this is kind of my thoughts. I'm kind of starting to think. I've had a kind of week to chill and think about the NBA. I kind of think Cleveland finna go on a run and go to the finals and lose to the Thunder. I hate to say it out loud now, but I'm saying it out loud. Like, I'm starting to like what I'm seeing from Cleveland. Tony kind of been one of the ones telling me they finna flip the switch second half, and I'm kind of starting to buy into that narrative. I really like the addition of James Harden over Darius Garland way more than I think people understand. But I think, James Harden probably going to come up short in the finals. He gets there and comes up just short. And would it be the perfect narrative, man? Final season. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home.
That'd be great.
Man, and then LeBron go, him, and then they win the title on his way out the door. I can see it.
I could see him doing 2 more seasons. 2028 will be his last season because the Olympics, and if LeBron ends his, NBA ends in June, then you got the Olympics coming in August, so that will be his last NBA season, June 2028. If they make it to the finals, that'll have that. But for him playing through 2028, I see him as a candidate to either light the Olympic torch or carry the U.S. flag. At least carry the U.S. flag. He deserves it for that, his body of work, being in those Olympic Games. And then his last competition will be the 2028 Olympics, representing his country. That's how I see That's how I see his career ending.
It wouldn't shock me, man. It wouldn't shock me. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. I still like my Magic, though. I still like a lot, man. There's a lot of basketball left to be played. The East is wide open, so it's like anything can happen in the East. And really the West, too. I mean, I would like to say Thunder, but they got to get healthy and show me again. But, they're still the best team in the league. But I think teams are gunning for them this year. I want to see them Nuggets get healthy.
Yep.
I want to see Minnesota get consistent. That's probably never going to happen.
Houston kind of,
I'm off them.
Yeah, they've kind of gone the other way now.
I'm off them, especially if this KD stuff is true. Oh, I'm definitely off them. And I'm telling y'all, I'm fading their ass tomorrow. All aboard the hype train. We already know we on Charlotte money line tomorrow against Houston.
This way, what KD stuff? Is it like the burner account? Is that what I saw? Okay, he's doing that shit again?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, to our Canadian friends right now, I think they're nervous. Canada's on upset alert in hockey right now, losing 2-1 to Czechia. Yeah. After one period, Canada on upset alert.
I'm going to have to throw that shit on. They still going to win that thing like 42 or something, but
yeah,
it's exciting.
They're down after one period. That's a big upset there.
Yeah.
2-1. Ooh.
Let's go check.
Yeah, let's go check.
That's why we don't have Chris on the show this morning, right?
He's got his flag around his shoulders. He's sweating right now.
He's sweating. It's turned into a sweat. It was supposed to be like a cakewalk.
Oh, man. That's hilarious. All right, man. Let's talk some college hoops, y'all. Let's talk some college hoops. Money Making Wednesday. There we go. I got a couple graphics for the big games, so when they come across, I'll pull them up. But we'll start with Rutgers, Penn State, Lafayette, Holy Cross, VMI, Wofford, Butler, Georgetown, Cleveland State, Youngstown State, East Tennessee State versus Furman. We got the Blue Jays, Creighton, out on the road versus UConn. Woo Pig Suey, Calipari boys, man. Arkansas, out on the road versus Alabama. Roll Tide roll, man. Alabama 4.5-point home favorites in that thing. Got Northern Iowa versus Indiana State, Bradley versus Valpo, American versus Bucknell, St. Joe's versus St. Bon's, Loyola Chicago Fordham, LaSalle Duquesne, Dayton George Mason, Richmond Davidson, UAB Temple, East Carolina Wichita State, Army Loyola Marymount, James Madison Coastal, Ole Miss versus Texas A&M, Oklahoma Tennessee, West Georgia versus East Kentucky, Jacksonville Florida Gulf Coast, Western Kentucky Delaware is where we'll stop. So through 7 Eastern, right before 7:30 Eastern. All right, Brad, how we feeling?
Yeah, I'll look at that Arkansas-Bama game. It's got to be the Razorbacks for me. I honestly think the Razorbacks are the better team. I think if these teams played on the neutral, I would take the. I would set the line as a pick 'em, and I would take the Razorbacks. I really like this Arkansas team. Look, if you look at their last 3 road games, they've won them. They've been capable on the road this season. They're not one of those teams who go on the road and fold. And Bama, yeah, they're playing. I would say they're probably playing their best ball right now. They've won 4 straight games. They're playing some great ball, but look, man, this team has had hiccups throughout the season, like losing to Texas on their home court, getting blown out by Florida, losing to Tennessee on their home court. I just don't think this is the same Bama team as we've seen from other years. And I've been saying it. I think this Arkansas team is better than the team from last year. So I think it's a close and competitive game, and I truly think this is a game where either team could win. So give me those 4.5 points with the Razorbacks. I'll take Butler +6. I mean, the line's fishy. The line tells you to take Georgetown in here in this one, but why is Georgetown laying 6? I don't know, man. I just kind of put these teams at the same level. I think these are 2 mid-tier Big East teams. I don't think Georgetown should be laying 6 against anyone in this conference, to be perfectly honest with you. And Butler is not a bad team. You look at the numbers on KenPom, a lot of these teams are very similar in a lot of categories statistically. So I'll take Butler +6.
There you go from Brad. First 2 to break it down. Tony T, what you looking at, sir?
Yeah, I'll look at Clemson here, laying this number on the road against Wake Forest. The team of Dinkins has been really good defensively here. I'm sorry, not the Tigers. The Tigers are very good defensively. Right now, second in defensive efficiency in the ACC, a team that defends a 2-shot very well. They're very good hitting their 2-point shots at 55%. Wake Forest, a team that can't defend in the conference, giving up 55% shooting inside. I think that's something that Clemson can exploit, that 2-point defense for Wake Forest, because they're very good at hitting 2s. So I'll look at Clemson there. And I agree. I like the points here with Arkansas here. Alabama here over the last month shooting just over 44%. But you look at Arkansas here in the SEC, a team that 60% from 2-point range. They can get inside and score on you. We know Alabama doesn't play a lick of defense. I'll look here at this Arkansas team plus the points.
Alrighty. For me, I'll start with UConn laying the points. Hurley, y'all better blow out Creighton because this is the worst Creighton team I might have ever seen in my life. This Creighton team is so shit, bro. It's really just that simple. So if UConn, y'all don't blow them out, I'm going to be mad. Give me UConn laying the points. Lean Tennessee. Not in love with it, but that's the way I would lean. Everybody on Twitter is on Clemson. I would probably fade them and take Wake Forest. 2-point win for Clemson. They win on the buzzer beater. Win, don't cover. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Everybody and their mama is on Clemson today. I get it. They are the better team, but it feels to me like the early parlay buster to start the day. I don't have any money on it. I likely will not be betting this game at all in any capacity today. I'm just telling you my thoughts. Man, 2 of my teams going head-to-head today, and I know y'all want to know my thoughts. I got the Woo Pig Suey boys, the Calipari boys, man. Allen the Road versus Allo. Bam. Roll Tide roll, man. And guess what? I think them Tide finna roll, man. Give me the Tide. Roll, Tide, roll, man. The lower ranked team is up and over a basket favorite in this game for good reason. I think this is a really good sell high point on Arkansas, and I think this is a good statement home win for Alabama. I still don't trust Arkansas on the road, bro. I just don't. Both teams have played the doormats of the SEC recently. But I think the one that's benefiting most from that is Arkansas. I think that has Arkansas tremendously overrated and overvalued, in my opinion. When you zoom out a bit with Arkansas and you look at their road performances this year, it's quite concerning. Actually, let me pull it back up.
Arkansas's?
Yes. Oh, man, my phone moving slow.
I mean, they lost at Auburn, lost at Georgia.
Not good. I don't think either of those teams are good. And the 3 wins that y'all are hyping up are LSU, who's not good at all. Mississippi State, they're okay. That's probably their best one of the bunch. And then barely beat Oklahoma, who's not that good this year. So it's like when Arkansas has played the good teams in the SEC, especially on the road, they've faltered. And I think that's going to be the case again today. Y'all know I love my pigs, man. I love my Razorbacks, but I think it's a bad spot for them. And I think that's why Alabama is up and over a basket favorite, the lower ranked team. So I think a lot of people today going to wake up and be like, ooh, I'm getting over a bucket with Arkansas playing as well as they're playing. Sign me up. Y'all going to be sad when Bama roll their ass finally. I think. We'll see. Roll, Tide, roll today. And then we'll be back on the pigs shortly. What else we got in this first slot? I think that's it, right? My whole phone just started going crazy, so give me a second.
Yeah, I don't think there's other big games.
That stuck out for me was that loss to Texas for Alabama.
True, that's fair, but Texas is better than I've given them credit for. They've shown that all year. I know they didn't cover. I mean, we didn't cover last night, but it was still a win in conference play. So, all right, let me see. Can we get back to regular scheduled programming? All right.
Yeah, I don't know. Razorbacks number 2 in the SEC right now. I don't know, man. They got some good wins.
They got some bad losses too.
Beat Auburn by 13. Beat Vandy by damn near 30.
Got flooded by Auburn on the road, though, 95-73.
They revenged it,
Got
though.
beat up by Georgia on the road, 90-76. And then, like, that's what I'm saying. They just haven't played a good team on the road. And this is the best team they play on the road in a while. What's their best road win this year?
I mean, they beat Texas Tech on a neutral. Doesn't count, but a good win.
Their best road win right now is Ole Miss.
Or Oklahoma.
Ole Miss, yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, I deep dove this game. You know, I love both of those teams. And everything tells me Bama. And that's why they're up and over a basket favorite at home.
I am the new leader of the Calipari boys. I took the torch.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm still on the Calipari boys train.
Not as much as last season, though. I can tell.
Not as much as last season, though. I haven't been. Not as much as last season. So we'll see what happens. All right. That was a good first slot. A good first game to argue about. Let's keep it rolling, man. We got where we head to next. We got I would lean. That's what I was going to talk about. I would lean A&M against Ole Miss. Ole Miss is just not good. Just not that good to me. So that was the other one. But all right, come on. We got the Salukis laying 1.5 on. I don't like Drake. On the road, we got Troy versus ULM. We got Lipscomb versus Bellarmine. Middle Tennessee versus Sam Houston. Jack State versus La Tech. NC Central versus SC State. FAU UTSA. Charlotte Tulsa. We got Maryland Northwestern. We got DePaul versus Seton Hall. Oral Roberts Omaha. We got South Dakota versus North Dakota. Kennesaw versus Missouri State. Utah versus let me see. No, we'll stop right there. We'll stop at 8 Eastern. And then we'll do that last slide one. So, Tony, we start with you, sir. How you feeling?
Yeah, in this block here of games, let's see what else I look at here.
Not a whole lot here, but
not a whole lot. Yeah, I'll look at DePaul plus the points. I know Seton Hall just gets by on their defense, but their offense I don't think is up to par or up to snuff here to cover a number this much. I know DePaul, a team that kind of fooled you a little bit early in the season, but this Seton Hall offense, I just can't get behind them playing this many points. I would look DePaul plus the points.
I would go the other way. Give me Seton Hall, DePaul's ass. I think Seton Hall is pretty good. It is a lot of points to lay on DePaul, who's been better this season, but I think they've kind of shown their hand recently. And that win over Creighton don't really move the needle for me because Creighton, I'm telling y'all, is hot garbage. It's the worst Creighton team I've ever seen. So it would only be Seton Hall for me in that one. I would lean Northwestern. Two teams, similar records, but Northwestern laying 8.5 is because Maryland is that damn awful. And I would take the Salukis, who are favored on the road at Drake, too. This season for me and college hoops has been just looking at teams I used to like that are just ass this year, fading bad teams, and Drake fits that mold perfectly. They used to be cold. Now they just trash, but they still kind of overrated and overvalued. But today I think the line tells you what you need to know. They're dogs at home. In the battle of the dogs, Drake is a dog at home for good reason, man. Give me the Salukis. Brett?
Yeah, the only one in this slot is I'll lay it with West Virginia in Morgantown here. Utah 0-8 straight up on the road this season. I mean, I think it's fair to say it's probably the worst team in the Big 12. They're horrendous. They have been covering some spreads, though. I will say they're 8-2 ATS in their last 10, but going on the road in this type of environment, I think this is a smash spot for the Mountaineers. So this is probably a game where Utah probably doesn't score over 60 points, if you ask me. I think West Virginia makes this thing gross, and I think through 2 halves they should be able to do enough to cover this spread. So I'll take West Virginia.
All righty, man. Last slot of the day, we got BYU on the road at Arizona. Arizona laying 12.5. We got Kansas on the road at Oklahoma State. Kansas laying 6.5. We got Virginia at Georgia Tech. Virginia laying 13.5. We got St. John's on the road at Marquette laying 9.5. We got Vandy on the road at Missouri. Vandy laying 3.5. Murray State, Illinois State. St. Mary's laying 10.5 on Seattle. We got Auburn laying 5.5 on Mississippi State. We got Pacific and Wazoo. We got Illinois versus USC. We got Pepperdine versus Portland. Boise versus Utah State. The Zags laying 14.5 on San Francisco. And UNLV laying 2.5 on Colorado State. This last slide of the day, man, there's a lot of road favorites, man. So it's like, do you want some home dog action? Do you want it? Let's see. For me, I'm going to start this thing off. First game on the card in this late slot is the Arizona BYU. I got a graphic for that one. How I don't get a graphic for that? That's crazy. Anyways, I'm going to take Arizona and lay it. I think they're head and shoulders better than BYU. BYU is also banged up, kind of coming into this game. I'm buying low here on Arizona, coming off of back-to-back losses. They're double-digit favorites in this game for a good reason. I think they beat up on BYU. That's all I'm saying. I don't think BYU's all that good. I think because they got, what's his name? AJ. I don't never know how to say his last name, but
yeah, just call him AJ.
Yeah, because they got him, I think they've been a little overrated, overvalued all season. They're a good team, but they're not that good. And on the road at one of the best teams in the country today, I think they get flooded. That's kind of my argument. I feel like everybody and their mama also going to be on Kansas today. I just feel like it. And I want to fade them. Give me Oklahoma State, man. It's been rough on Oklahoma State, man. It's been rough.
Yeah, they're ass. I'm done with Oklahoma State.
Oh man, they lost in overtime to TCU the last game. That was a heartbreaker. I was getting 2? They lost by 3. That shit was heartbreaker. They was down and came all the way back. Gave me hope just to lose and not cover. But TCU's been playing all right. Arizona State, we just saw them beat Texas Tech outright at home last night. So that loss don't look as bad this morning. And then getting flooded at Arizona. I just talked about how I think Arizona's going to flood BYU. So I don't think that's that bad. I'm buying low here on Oklahoma State. I think everybody is saying to themselves, ooh, this is the get right spot for Kansas coming off of getting aired out at Iowa State. And it very well could be from a win perspective, but laying this many points on the road in this spot, I think you're asking for it. I want the points with Oklahoma State. It's probably my favorite free play. This is the one that just missed my premium card today. I really want to add Oklahoma State, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to give it to y'all right here. St. John's Marquette is a tough one. I would lean St. John's. I've said for majority of the season, Marquette's ass. And so it's like, I still believe that. And Patino is the GOAT. So not fading him in this spot. I would take St. John's. My Vandy boys, man, laying 3.5 on Missouri. They are still the most underrated team in college basketball, bro. Stop disrespecting us. Stop. Please. Man, actually keep disrespecting us. It's okay. We're just going to keep getting value. I think they come in here and beat the hell out of Missouri. Missouri is the most overrated team in the SEC. They ain't played nobody. They beat all the bad teams. And when they play the good teams, they get beat. Vandy's one of the best teams in the country, the entire country. But nobody's ready to admit that because they're Vandy. That's cool. They'll be proven right in the end. And today I think they go in here and open a can of whoop ass on Missouri. Vandy's played well on the road. I think they win this game fairly comfortably. I love this last slide of the day, man. Shit. St. Mary's versus Seattle. St. Mary's is the better team, but that's a lot of points to lay on Seattle, man. I would lean towards Seattle getting 10.5. It's just too many. I think it's just too many. I just think it's too many. Honestly, if I was to attack some huge plus money today, Seattle. Money line. Call me crazy. But it's college. We see crazy things happen all the time. And Seattle's really good at home. I just cashed with them the other day when they beat up on Oregon State. Oregon State was playing really well coming into that game. Seattle's a tough place to play. And I think St. Mary's might fall victim. So I would lean towards Seattle, ATS, and maybe a sprinkle on the outright money line. Auburn. Everybody, they mama, uncle, and auntie is on Auburn today. Why? Why? They finna lose outright. I swear they're gonna lose outright. Mississippi State money line and plus 3.5. It's grown actually. It's 5.5 now. Again, everybody, their mama, uncle, and auntie is on Auburn today. I get it. Mississippi State's not good. Mississippi State has lost 5 straight home games. But I think it's a good buy low spot today. Get right spot. I really like what I saw from them in their last game. They went to Ole Miss and flooded them. And I'm just expecting them to come home and keep some momentum rolling forward. This Auburn team, a lot of people are going to look at their schedule and say, well, Jay, man, they just have had a tough schedule. You know, they've lost it at Tennessee, home against Alabama, home against Vandy, on the road at Arkansas. That's a tough stretch. And I would agree with you. But I've also told you all season long, I don't think Auburn's that damn good anyway. I don't. And I think everybody thinking today's the get right spot for them at a bad Mississippi State team. And as I've said all season, Lil Pearl is not Big Pearl. He's not. This is not his damn daddy. And Auburn is still being priced like the Auburn of old. This is not them. And laying up and over a bucket on the road with a team that hasn't really done much on the road all season long, I think you're asking for it. And I think everybody is thinking Auburn today. Go look at the splits out there. I think Mississippi State cashes plus the 5.5. I honestly think they win the game outright. That's really it for me. I kind of lean Illinois against USC. I don't think USC is all that great. I think their record makes them look better than they are. I think Illinois is that good. That's why they're expected to win by double digits on the road. Expected to win by double digits on the road is tough. That's tough. And so, but I think they're made for it. These two teams are only separated by 2 games in the loss column, but Illinois is expected to win by double digits on the road. I think it's for good reason. Illinois. Yeah, I like today's college troops a lot. I do. Brad, what you thinking to close it out?
Yeah, this late slot is really good, and you're correct. Illinois is really good, but that's too many points. That is too many points. This is their first trip on the West Coast.
That's fair.
I mean, first trip on the West Coast, and one thing Illinois has is that size. They're the number 1 team in the country when it comes to average height. They're able to use that and pick on a lot of teams. Well, USC is also pretty damn big themselves. They rank 6th in that category. So Illinois wins this game, but 9.5 is just too much going on the West Coast here. So I like the Trojans in that one. And USC is not a bad team. Like, I think USC gets a lot of hate because they got the name brand. We expect them to be some big dogs, making actual runs. And yeah, they don't do that, but they're still a solid team. They're 18-7. They're profitable when it comes to a cover perspective. So I made some money with the Trojans this season, and I like them in this spot. Arizona all day, though. It needs to be done. Coming off back-to-back losses. This is when they smash BYU. And, BYU, in my opinion, we all expected them to be this great team, a top-tier team in the Big 12, and it just hasn't been the case. This team has covered 1 game in their last 10. Just a terrible, piss-poor cover team, 9-16 ATS this season. So, yeah, I mean, BYU, they're a fade at this point for me, guys. So I like Arizona there. I can't believe Vanderbilt seems too easy. That's my thing. Vanderbilt seems too easy. It's got to be Missouri for me. These are the spots. Yeah, it's a tough one. These are the spots Missouri has played well, though. This has been a true home court advantage. And yeah, Vanderbilt is good, and I'm a believer in Vanderbilt. But this is one of those line tells you everything you need to know game. So I'll take Missouri +3. But there's another one I like in here. I kind of give Colorado State on the road is catching my eye. I really don't think UNLV should be laying points against this Colorado State team. I think this game should be closer to a pick-em. So I think there's some value there on Colorado State. I think this one's probably going to be a bit ugly. I kind of like an under in that one, believe it or not. UNLV can score, but I think Colorado State makes that one ugly, makes it interesting, and I think they could pull that one off. So lean towards Colorado State. I'm going to take Kansas. Like I said, Oklahoma. I'm Oklahoma State. I'm pretty much done with that team. I've given them a ton of shots this season. They're just not great. They're not great. They are Oklahoma State that we all know them to be. And it looks like Darren Peterson is going to play in this game from my reports or from my research here. That's what Google's telling me at least. So Kansas coming off that terrible loss. Let's not forget before that loss against Iowa State, they were the hottest team in college basketball. So I still have faith in this team. And
so do you not think that everybody and their mama going to be on Kansas? Nobody.
I don't know.
Who wants Oklahoma State? Who wants Oklahoma State?
I think there's going to be some people on Kansas. I don't think everyone and their mom is going to be on Kansas, though. I don't think this is a game a lot of people are like rushing to bet.
I think it is. I think,
really?
My God, Kansas is bouncing.
Where the big bet's going to be on? The big
bet. Peterson's playing. I'm taking Kansas. They were just hot.
Like they will be the public side, but I don't think it's enough where it's like, okay, I don't think Vegas cleans up on this game.
Yeah, I think it's a Vegas cleanup.
Really?
I do. I think it's going to be comical too. It might be like a 4-point Kansas win. Everybody will be pissed.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm like I said, I'm done with OK State though.
That's fair.
Let's see.
It's been heartbreaking on OK State the last.
Yeah. And I know you're supposed to forget about that. It's a new day, but no, I can't forget. I think they'll do it. Yeah, they'll do it.
Fair enough. Tony T, would you like to close it out?
Well, I like Washington State here against Pacific at home. Pacific, a team that commits turnovers, not very good with their 2-point shooting, and they don't defend the 3-point line very well. Washington State, a pretty good shooting team in the WCC, 38% from 3, 55% from 2. They defend the ball very well. Cougars have covered 4 or 6 with their shooting, and Pacific has not defended the 3-point line very well of late. I'll look at Washington State here in this spot. I'm going to take the points with Boise State here against Utah State. Boise State, a good shooting team, 55% inside. They make their free throws. Look at the last month for Boise, 50% from the field, 40% from 3. The Aggies have missed the cover in 7 of 10. We have some bouts of bad defense in there. I'll look at Boise. I'll look at UNLV at home in this spot. Colorado, not a very good offensive team in conference. They turn the ball over. They don't force turnovers defensively. They don't defend the 3 or the 2 very well. UNLV, a team that shoots the ball well in Mountain West, 38% from the field. And you look at the Rebels over the last month, have shot the ball well. But you look at Colorado State on the road here, shooting just 43%, but they're giving up 50% shooting on the road. I'll look at UNLV in that spot.
Fair enough.
No
Justin,
USC,
you're crazy. Justin, you're insane. I got Vandy going to the Elite 8. Elite 8.
I don't know.
Yep. Call it right now. Elite 8.
No Trojans today, Tony?
No Trojans today. I'm going to stay away from that. There's on the USC team. I just don't. I don't know. It's just it's a tough. Again, it's a tough spot, right? Illinois making the travel. We've seen those teams making the travel, having a tough time out here. We saw. I think it was who was it? UCLA actually had more success here at home of late, but no, I just don't have a lot of faith in this USC team. I mean. I was looking at the numbers here with USC. It's just been the 3-point shooting is terrible, 28% in conference play, and they turn the ball over too much. I don't like these teams that turn the ball over a lot. I usually just kind of stay away from these teams when they're in their pink or the deep red in turnovers.
Yeah, that's valid.
But yeah, they beat Indiana at home. That was one of their best wins at home was against Indiana.
Fair. Anything I might have missed? Full card college hoops.
I'm
scrolling through. I don't think so. I think I really hit everything.
I like Georgetown to pound Butler. The Butler team is bad. They're just you look at their numbers offensively, they're just horrible. This is a team that I think is going to have to leave the Big East at some point. I mean, they just say, oh, they're not going to raise money to compete in the Big East. You know, they're just not shooting the ball, and their defense is bad. Hoyas have been shooting the three pretty well. Bulldogs have been able to cover 9 of 12. The defense has been bad. Yeah, that's one I would probably miss.
If I were to have 3 more, I got 3 premiums. If I were to have 3 more today, it would be these 3. It would be Seattle plus the points against St. Mary's. It would be Oklahoma State plus the points against Kansas. And it would be what was the last one? The last one is UConn against Creighton, because Creighton is that damn awful. So those are the 3 I just missed. I might do a pop-up pod on those 3 videos. That's probably what I'll get ready to do after this. So be on the lookout for that. But other than that, man, we made it to the end of the show. Money making Wednesday. That was a good one. Broke down. Talked about some NBA. Talked about a lot. NBA be back tomorrow. College Hoops been treating us well. All of us coming off winning days. Brett, it's been a solid week for you thus far. What you got going on at PickDawgz Premium?
Yep, let's get another one. Once again, just rolling with one play. Been rolling with one play for this whole week, just getting ready for NBA. But I got a college basketball play that I am in love with. I could have had a 3-pack. Honestly, could have had a 5-pack, but I limited it down to my favorite play on the board. So check that out, guys, over at PickDawgz Premium. We've hit 2 straight. We're going for the hat trick tonight. Team me up with Tony. Team me up with Jay. Let's have a big one.
How about Brad? Continue to kick the crap out of the books. Tony T, what you got going on?
Yeah, I got a best bet on the board right now. Having a good run here with my best bets. I come off a 3-0 day yesterday altogether. My best bets also bundled in my 3-pack. I have 3 premium plays on the board today over at PickDawgz Premium. And don't buy them both. Buy one or the other because my best bet is bundled in the 3-pack. Or why don't you go long-term? You know, that 7-day pass. We got the NBA coming back tomorrow. So we'll have a lot of hoops to cover here for you here in the next 7 days. Promo code PICK will save you that 15%.
There you go. Hop on with Tony T. Continue to kick the crap out of the books for me. Coming off of 4 straight winning days, man. On Saturday, I cashed my game of the year in college hoops with Iowa State. Sunday, I cashed with Seattle against Oregon State. Monday, went right back to the well with Iowa State. Last night, we cashed with NC State. I'm going for 5 in a row tonight. And it's my dog of the month, 10-star. Back-to-back 10 stars. We had 10-star yesterday. I'm loving college hoops right now, seeing the board well. And I got my dog of the month, 10-star play today. So you can scoop it up over at PickDawgz Premium. Also got 2 other plays. I got a home team hammer and I got a roadkill play. So 3 plays for me today, man. Just looking to keep it rolling in college hoops. It's been a really good week for me. I'm just looking to keep momentum rolling forward. So in the last 4 days, I've lost 1 play. And that was Purdue last night. I shouldn't have added it, but I did. But it's okay. So let's keep it rolling. Pair me up with Brad. Pair me up with Tony. All of us seeing it well. Pair me up with Ron the Don. He hot too. Pair me up with Matt Conley. He been hot since joining us. A lot of the guys are hot right now. Look at the leaderboard from yesterday. Everybody on leaderboard from yesterday. So, feeling good, looking good. Just trying to keep it rolling. So money making Wednesday. Let's do it. And hop on something long term for me because y'all know my baby's back tomorrow and I'm ready to hit the ground running in the NBA. So be on the lookout for that, man. But y'all know what time of the show it is now. It is parlay time, man. Parlay. Brad, what you parlaying?
2 dogs here. Let's go Arkansas plus the points, USC plus the points.
From Brad. Tony.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and lay it here with Georgetown, lay it with Clemson, and I'll take it here with Arkansas.
There you go. I'm going to go UConn laying the points on Creighton. Creighton is shit. Worst Creighton team I think I've ever seen in my whole life. And I am going to go Seton Hall laying the points on DePaul. We're going to call it the 2-team woodshed parlay. All right. There we go. Money Making Wednesday, man. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. Smash that like button for us. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll be back same time, same programming tomorrow. I believe Brad should be here tomorrow. I don't know if he would pop in or pop out. He came in today, but Brad should be here tomorrow. Brian will be here tomorrow, I believe. Romanelli will be here tomorrow because he went here yesterday, and then I likely will be here too. So we got NBA, so I can't run from the first day of NBA. Can't do that. So I'll be here too. So Money Making Thursday should be a good show tomorrow. Tony, appreciate you joining us today. Brad, appreciate you popping in. Any final words from either of you fellas before we get out of here?
Oh yeah, keep all sharp objects away from Ruffalo right now, if you will, please.
Oh yeah, what's the score of that game?
2-1, still 8 minutes left in the second period. Canada's gone scoreless so far in the second period.
I'm tapping into that.
But they're getting a power play right now. They're going to get a power play though.
Ah, shit. Come on, Check.
Come on, Check. Successful hate watch. Come on, man. Brad, anything else for you?
No, sir.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow, guys. We out here.
Hey guys.